So today we're taking a look at a very unique looking phone case that someone actually recommended me to check out. One of the subscribers on my channel recommended this case to me. Well, I'm gonna review it for you guys. Let's find out, is it worth the price and is it actually good? Now, today we are taking a look at the Unicraft #1 case for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now, I did go out there, I bought this with my own money. The price on this case is $74.90 for the titanium version and $54.90 for the stainless steel. We do have the titanium one here in-house. So let's go ahead and find out, is this actually good? So taking a look at the packaging, here we have the Unicraft phone case #1. My packaging kind of got a little beat up in transit, but it is what it is. You get a little logo here, and on the back you get a little more information right there. Feel free to pause and read for yourself, but you're gonna go ahead and pull this out, and the first thing you're greeted with is your case here in this plastic wrap, and that's about it. So taking it out of here, this is the case. Let's set that off to the side and making sure there's nothing else in here. This is all we are getting. So let's move all of this and check it out. Now, it's a very unique looking phone case. This is giving me very much like Alumu mixed with Spigen 01 vibes. So it's like as far as the style of it goes, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Starting off, we do have some titanium and different kinds of metal here. You are getting a metal camera plateau that is aluminum on this one. It also acts as a kickstand, so we will take a look at that. Then on the back, you are getting polycarbonate material, but inside of the polycarbonate is titanium. On the stainless steel one, the inside of the stainless steel is titanium. Now, you are getting aluminum alloy screws, aluminum alloy camera plateau, and aluminum alloy buttons. Now, when I first started taking a look at this case, somebody recommended it to me on stream. So we were looking at it, and I really thought that the back of it would feel like titanium, or it would have a lot more titanium aspect to it, especially for that $75 price tag. Well, I went ahead and ordered it, and when I got it, I was kind of surprised, and I'm not sure if that was in a good way. But anyways, that is the back of it. On the inside, you're getting this polycarbonate material right here. You do have your metal area for your camera plateau, and it is recessed in there so it's not going to scratch up your device, and you're getting TPU going all the way around the inside. Now, these little ridges are on the inside and the outside. Those are your grips, and then there is a look at your buttons. They do have a little film over them so they don't scratch anything up, and then you're just getting that TPU going all the way around the sides, and there is a look at our camera control button right there. So let's go ahead and bring over our scale and our caliper, and we'll see what this thing weighs and how thick it is. So starting off in grams, this is going to be a heavy case. We're looking at 65 grams on this case, and then bringing over our caliper from front to back without the camera plateau, you're looking at 12.9. With the camera plateau, you're looking at 15.8. And then going from inside to outside, you're looking at 3.2 millimeters. So this is going to be a heavy case. You 100% are gonna feel the weight of this thing. You're gonna feel the size, the heft, the girth on this thing. Pause. It's a beefy phone case. If you're like me and you hold your phone like this, it's not a pinky destroyer, but the weight of it definitely gives you some pinky fatigue. But for right now, let's go ahead and bring over that Cosmic Orange 17 Pro Max. We'll put it in here and listen out for the click on here. Pretty decent click, not too bad, but not the best click I've ever seen. Going around the sides, pretty good fit, going around your buttons, camera control, bottom. But then when you get to the top, this thing's pretty loose, man. It's $75, $75? Pretty loose on the top. Not a big fan of that. But yes, you are able to kind of move it around, and eventually it does go back into place, but you might just have to give it a little bit of a rub down right here for that to get there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that screen and camera protection, right? So let's give this a wipe down, and bringing it over, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and you're getting virtually no screen lip on this case. Let me get it up close so you guys can see. You can set this down only on a flat surface. That is the case itself riding around on the desk. However, be super careful when you are putting this down because, like I said, no screen lip on this. You're definitely going to want a screen protector with this case for a few different reasons. One, of those being no screen lip. But taking a look at the camera plateau, yeah, of course, with the metal, you're gonna get some good camera protection there. And if anything does hit this, obviously it is aluminum, so you're gonna know you're not really gonna get any damage on your phone. Now, I do wish these were more individual cutouts, especially for the price. I think if they machined it like this, they could have definitely machined it that way. And then when you open it up, it's obviously completely open right there. Now, taking a look at the camera protection with the kickstand open, of course, you're getting none there. So you definitely don't want to set it down like this. You're going to want to make sure this thing is closed at all times if you're setting your phone down right there. But otherwise, the camera is protected pretty well. Now, taking a look around the sides of it, on the top, you are going to be closed in right here. Now, real quick, before we continue with the sides, these sides are going to have an anti-oxidation coating. So that means these will not turn yellow. Hopefully. I haven't had this for that long, but I've been using this as my daily case. I see no discoloration so far, but they're saying it's anti-oxidation and anti-UV coating on there, so it should give you some protection. Now, also, as you guys can see right here, your corners are reinforced, so that is going to help you with some of that drop protection. You can see that right there, and then it's going to be on these bottom two corners as well. Going to the left-hand side, you are getting your anodized aluminum buttons right here, your action button, volume up and down, and then these little grip strips going the rest of the side. We will talk about those in a second, but for right now, let's listen to all these buttons. One thing about these buttons, man, they are practically perfect. They got a nice amount of protrusion right there. They do click very, very well. Then these grips right here are very slightly textured. I do wish they were a little more textured, especially because this is TPU. Maybe a little bit more of a softer TPU right here to get better texture on these. But moving along to the bottom, you do have your microphone, your speaker, and your USB Type-C port, which is one thing. Let's check because it's a little bit on the thinner side. So let's make sure our thicker head cables will fit in here just fine. There you go, charging. And most of your thicker head cables should fit in here just fine. However, some of the really thick ones may not end up fitting in there because this anchor cable right here is pretty tight as it is. It's not tight to put in, but as you can see, there's not too much space right there. And then on the right-hand side, you're getting those grips that go up and down the side, which I do love that it goes past the camera control button. Many companies need to do that, but here's your power button, camera control, and let's test that out, right? So we'll go ahead and click that. There you go. And you're getting a perfect camera control button. There's no complaints. It's very smooth, works very, very well. Let's go ahead and take our usual picture here. Boom, there we go. And you are good to go when it comes to the camera control button on this case. So B, what do you think about the Unicraft #1 case? Well, I had a lot of mixed feelings about this case when I got it in. And there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. Number one, I don't like that the top is as loose as it is. 75 bucks on this case, guys. Think about take a look at my channel. Think about all the different cases that I use and that I show you guys on the channel and what their prices are. There's cases that are under $35 that have a way better fit than this, better screen protection and all that, which leads me to my next point. No screen lip. $75 or even 55 bucks. No screen lip is a huge miss. It's already thick. It's already beefy. It's already bulky. How is there no screen lip on a protective style case like this? Next, the grips on the sides. They are not very grippy. This case is actually pretty slippery. No texture on the back. The only texture you're getting is these little aluminum screws right here, but they really don't add any value. They don't, I mean, they just look cool, but they don't really add anything. I guess they hold the titanium frame together, but you know, that's basically it. There's no grip really. Even with these grip strips, they're pretty slippery as it is, which leads me to my next point. Titanium. This is a titanium case. The only titanium you have is here inside of the case. Otherwise, it's a polycarbonate case, it's TPU, and some aluminum. I was expecting this to be titanium. Now, granted, when I ordered it, it looked really cool. I got excited, I ordered it. So maybe that's my fault for not really looking into it. But I have certain expectations. For 75 bucks, aluminum is not that expensive. Titanium, I get it. Stainless steel, sure, a little more. But this is just about all aluminum, everything that you feel. The only titanium is here on the inside. So I think this definitely could be a way cheaper case for, I mean, put aluminum in there, put stainless steel, whatever. But if you're offering titanium, I get that it's there, but I'm expecting titanium everywhere as far as all the metal pieces, the camera plateau, the buttons, all that for $75. So it's honestly been pretty disappointing to me with all those different things because the fit's not the best. I mean, it's got pretty decent fit all around except the top. You got the great buttons, love those. We'll take a look at the MagSafe in a second. But otherwise, I don't think it's a $75 case. I'm just being completely honest. I don't think this is anywhere close to being a $75 case. One thing we didn't take a look at is those corners. So taking this one, good, 2, 3, and 4. Good click on all the corners. It fits well everywhere except the top of the case. But again, I'm expecting better from this case for that price. The air cushions is cool. The anti-UV is all great and all that. But there's a lot better cases out there, in my opinion, and from my testing, for this price. You can get 2 amazing cases that are gonna give you great protection all the way around for the price of this one case. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at that MagSafe and make sure that's actually good. So starting off, we'll bring over our Apple MagSafe wallet, attach that, animation, and I mean, you're getting great MagSafe on here. You would expect so because this is metal and all that polycarbonate. You're expecting good MagSafe, so far it's very good. Apple MagSafe battery pack, good. Shake it as hard as you want. Shake it like it owes you money. Good to go on this one. One thing also about the kickstand, that's not going out. It's not coming out unless you want to. It does magnetize in there very nicely, so that is good right there. And last but not least, let's go ahead and bring over the Anchor 623. Pick it up, give it a shake, and you're getting some fantastic MagSafe on this case, guys. That is one thing I gotta give, I mean, almost broke this thing. Finally, it came off. Great MagSafe on here. Now, you are not going to get Qi 2 25 watts wireless charging with this case. I got it up to 20 watts in my testing. That's the most I've been able to get it up to. So yeah, it's fast enough, especially for overnight charging. But just letting you know, you're not going to be able to get that 25 watts or more of wireless charging with this case. Now, taking a look at the colors, this, like I said, is the titanium, and it's also going to come in stainless steel. So 2 different options on this one. The reason I went with titanium is because it has the orange screws instead of the blue and the silver. So I went with that. Honestly, if you really have to have this case and you don't care about the orange screws, definitely save the 20 bucks, get the $55 one. But even still, do you recommend this case? No, I honestly don't. This case, I'm not a fan. It's way too heavy. It's comfortable to hold, but it's not a pinky destroyer in the fact that it's sharp at the bottom. It's 65 grams. It's a heavy case. So you're holding it, your pinky feels the weight of it. It's heavy, it's thick, it's bulky, it's slippery, and I expect way, way, way more for $75 out of a case. So no, I do not recommend this case. Unicraft, if you guys are listening, this case definitely needs some work. Hit your boy up. I'll tell you some stuff to change about it if you want to, but the Unicraft #1 case is a no-go for me. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, it looks cool. It looks awesome. Looks very interesting. But in my opinion, it doesn't have too much going for it besides that. Quickly taking a look at the kickstand here, you're getting a basic kickstand. You can open it up in multiple different angles. It has a great hinge, but unfortunately using it like this is going to make it tip over. So you're really going to only be able to use it on sideways like this or like this. It'll work fine. But if you want a case that's going to stand up well like this, I mean, you can stand it up like this, I guess, to watch TikTok or Instagram Reels or something. But as soon as you start typing on it, it moves too much and it'll fall. So that's that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a long way for me and allows me to make these videos for you. And if you guys want to see an actually really good protective case for way cheaper than this one, I'll leave that video right here. If you want to see my favorite cases for the iPhone 17 Pro Max, my top 10 cases, I'll leave that video right here.